Now, to continue the lesson, you'll notice that we're going to use this formula primarily the entire time. Now, we actually used a version of this in Algebra 2. Do you guys remember how we used this in Algebra 2? There's a letter up here that we did not talk about in Algebra 2. The letter N. Do you see the letter N? That's the compounding variable. Basically, compounding just means how often do they calculate interest. And if you have a savings account, you want them to calculate interest every second of every day. Because every time they calculate interest means they're going to put more money in your account. All right? Now, that's not how it works. Sometimes they compound monthly, quarterly, yearly, whatever they tell you. That's how we're going to figure out what letter N is. But everything else, you've actually already done. All right? So let's start with one of the more straightforward problems. Could you read this for us, Peter? Example 3.
If we invest $3,000 in an investment account paying 3% interest compounded quarterly, how much will the account be worth in 10 years?
Excellent. So let's see if we can write down the equation. All right, again, if you need to refer back, all right, we're using that compound interest formula. A of t equals P, which is your principal investment, times 1 plus your rate, this time divided by the number of compounding periods, all raised to the n times t. And I will give you that formula on the test. I'm not going to tell you what each thing means, though. I'm just going to give you that. So you'll have to know what everything means. Everybody good? Okay. So what are we trying to find? It says, how much will the account be worth in 10 years? What are we trying to find at the end of this problem? What is it? Not interest, right? The interest will be how much we earn, but it's going to be how much the total account is worth. So it's the interest plus our initial investment. So there's a letter or letters up there that we're trying to find. It's not N. We actually know N. We're trying to find something. No, we know P. That's how much we invested initially, $3,000. A of T. Very good. So we're trying to find the left side of the equation. All right. We're trying to find A of how many years? 10 years. Basically, if I don't touch this account after I put money in today, how much can I expect it to be worth in 10 years? So the initial investment is $3,000 times 1 plus, what is the growth rate that they tell us? What is the growth rate? 3%. So that R is going to be 0.03 divided by, okay, here's the first time. Careful here. This can get tricky. Compounded quarterly.
25.
Actually, you just write 4. How many times are they compounding? 4 times. Quarterly. Which is weird because quarterly is actually every 3 months. Right? If we're talking about a year, we don't have 10-month years. We have 12-month years. So if we compound quarterly, that's every 3 months. All right, some of you will go into the business world and maybe you'll do some accounting or auditing. All right, you have to look at quarterly statements. Quarterly statements. If any of you guys do any type of retirement accounts once you start your job, some of you will work at a big company like you do right now, and you'll get a 401k where you invest into your retirement and the company matches, saying, hey, thanks for being an employee. This is for when you retire. All right, they'll give you quarterly statements on the performance of that portfolio every 3 months. All right? Okay. Little life lesson there. Kids are always asking, why don't you teach us that stuff? There you go. Just did. All right? Now, so you see how I wrote n is 4 in that fraction? It's going to be the same thing up here. So one thing I always used to tell my high school brain was make sure you check that those numbers match. All right? If you got whatever's in the denominator, that's the first number up top in the exponent. All right? And then what is t? 10. And because we're multiplying, I'm going to put parentheses. All right, so we can clean this up a little bit before you use the calculator if you'd like. What is 0.03 divided by 4? 0.0075, thank you. And then that's to the 40th power. So if you type that into your calculator, you will get how much money we think will be in the account in 10 years. Tell me how rich we're going to be. 45? 40, 45. Do we agree? Yes? There's no change at the end? I want that change. I want that money. So $4,045.05. Excellent. In 10 years, you will have made, with interest, just over $1,000. I know, right? Not a lot of money. How many of you guys have heard of this app or website, depending on how you use it, called Acorns? You guys heard of this? You guys, no one's heard of this? You've heard of it, Yesenia? Do you know what they do?
I think it's either stocks or, I don't know, something about that.
So what Acorns does, all right, and the reason I bring it up is because you guys are about to be college students, and they waive the monthly fee to do their service if you're a college student. So like I have this service, I pay $1 a month, you would pay nothing, $0 a month. All right, here's what they do. Over the weekend, I went and filled up my car with gas, okay? And my car with gas, I think it was like $28.54, okay? Just, I don't know if that, it doesn't matter, I don't care, it's fine. That's the number, oh my God, doesn't matter, okay? How close is that to the next whole dollar? How many cents away is that from the next whole dollar? 46 cents. So what Acorns does, if you use Acorns, Acorns will take 46 cents and they will add it together each time you have these transactions, any transaction you make with your credit card. And once you hit $5, they will invest that into the stock market for you. Now you might be thinking, okay, what if I don't have a lot of money? Fair enough. But if you only use your credit card, a couple times a week, all right, it's only going to be like $5 to $10 at the end of a month. All right, and if you start when you're 21, or even earlier, if you start next year, if you're 19, 20, however old you are, right? If you do this for 50 years, you could have $250,000 in this account. I just started it. But you could have an extra 15 years on me of investing. All right? I understand money might be tight, especially as a college student. Once you get that first job, start making some money. Check this out. All right? I think you might find it's going to help you out a lot. All right? Check it out. Acorns.
Are you sponsored?
I'm not sponsored by Acorns, but I should be, right? They're not. I was not paid to make that statement. It's just something that my father-in-law, he was in investment banking for a long time. My Mrs. Burns' brother, investment banker. Like my extended family is very financially aware of things going on, and they highly recommend Acorns. All right, especially as a student because they waive that fee, $0. If you're interested and want help signing up, I can help you sign up. It won't take you more than a few minutes. All right, if you're interested. All right, it is opening like an account, so you will have to have your social security number. Okay? So it's not just like you roll in and got to fill out some stuff. But I would say wait till you're in college, all right, and then you get that fee. I wonder if it works for high school. I don't know. Maybe you have to be 18. Probably have to be 18. Yeah.
Are you a real customer or are you paid active?
I'm a real customer. I mean, I can prove it. I can prove it on my phone. I use the app. I check it every day. It's fun. I'll show you what I mean. Acorns, where you at? Acorns. That's why I use green. All right, let me show you how much money has been invested for me. Okay, so let me show you what I mean by the roundups. All right, so I went to the Astros game on Friday night, okay? And I bought some beverages, okay? And they rounded up 50 cents from my purchase to invest in Acorn. It says, you can't see because it's small. It says Airmark, that's the vendor at Minute Maid. It says 50 cents. I paid a bill on April 27th. They rounded up 2 cents. I bought some new shirts, 46 cents. Right? So it's really minimal. And right now they just invested, so I have $0 until my $5 when they invest again. Every $5 they invest. All right?
Then at the end, it goes.
What do they do? Taking a picture of the elevator? And at the end, what? Well, so keep in mind that that money that I invest does get taken out of my checking account. Right? Like if they round up, right? If they round up this 46 cents, and that's got to come from somewhere. They're not going to pay it. That's me. I got to pay it. So it comes out of my checking account at the end of the month. Well, in 40 years, when that account is worth $150,000, that's when I get it back. Right? Retirement. No? No one's excited about retirement? I guess you haven't started really working yet, so fair enough. When you have, but yeah. Oh, remember, I'm not going to retire. Remember, I'm going to teach a lesson and just die in my chair. We went over this. No. I'm gonna like finish teaching.
You're gonna be trying to write. You're gonna be old doing this. You're gonna be like, you're gonna be
shaking.
You're gonna be down trying to teach. You're gonna try to say.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what life has in store. Who knows? You know, I'm just hoping to be here tomorrow. Okay.
I'm gonna go over there.
Now here's another real thing.
I will go.
Here's another real thing. All right, and this is not a part of your life yet. Maybe actually it is if your parents did this. But we're about to do this for our children. But there's this thing called 529 plans. All right, and you can do it through the state of Texas. And you use, like, we're going to put $25 a month towards each of our kids because we love them evenly, apparently. All right, and we're going to, when they're 18 and go to college, all right, they use that money to help pay for their tuition. All right, so that's what this is called. It's called a 529 plan. And I cannot, like in 5 years, I'm like, hey, I want to take some of that money out of Henry's 529 plan. I can't do it. It doesn't allow the parents to go back in and take the money out. All right? Exactly. So no parent can like spend your money. All right? So we have Lily. She wants to set up one of these accounts for her new granddaughter and wants the account to be to $40,000 when Lily is ready for college at 18. All right? Let's see how much she's going to need to invest today. So let's use our same account, or our compound interest formula. A of t equals p times 1 plus the rate over how it's compounded, raised to the n times t. All right, let's see. What do we know? What do we know?
She wants it to be worth 40,000.
So where am I going to put that, Sylvester? Very good. A of t is going to be 40,000. Very good. That's the first thing that we know. We want it to be 40,000. All right? What else do we know? The time. How many years does she have?
18.
Right? If the baby was born, boom, you got 18 years before they're ready for college. So we know that we're going to have t is 18. R 0.06. 0.06. Compounded semi-annually, twice a year, so that's going to be 2, n is 2. So what's the only thing we don't know? P, which is how much money she needs to put into the account today. All right, so now it becomes a little trickier here. All right, so what I would do right now is, what is 0.06 divided by 2? I don't think we need a calculator for that. 0.03. 18 times 2 is 36. What is that? Can anyone tell me what 1 plus 0.03 to the 36th power is? $2.89. Anyone confirm? 2.89. Going once. Twice. 2.89.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you use 1.03 or 0.03? 1.03. What's that? 1.03 to the 36th power? 1.03. 2.89, confirmed? Now, that's rounded, right, Sylvester? That's not rounded. 2.8, it's exactly 2.89? It's rounded, right? So when you do your division here, when you divide both sides by 2.89, make sure you're dividing by the entire number. Right? These calculators are really good about that. You can literally hit 40,000 divided by and then go up and hit that long number. If you need help with that, let me know. All right, so what does P equal to? How much money does Lily need to put into the account so her granddaughter, fresh baby granddaughter, has $40,000 towards her tuition in college? That's a great question. I'll let you know. We're going to do some research over this summer. I hope not. I hope there are no fees. Most times with these accounts, if you sign up for like e-statements, right, they kind of waive some of the fees. Electronic delivery of your statements, like your quarterly statements, if you get them through email or through the site. Oh yeah, there are some companies out there, some banks will charge you money if you do paper now. Well, because they want to save the environment. One paper at a time. I mean, if somebody wants to pay me money to do a commercial, I'm not going to say no. Depending on the product, right? If I don't believe in the product, I'm not going to sell it. I have integrity, okay? Well, if it's a lot of money, how much money?
A lot.
Ooh, yeah, that's a lot of money. $500,000? Oh yeah, I'd sell with it. $500,000? Oh, $500,000, I don't care what it is. Even if the product kills people, I'd sell it. I wouldn't use it. Buy this.
Let's use it in the commercial.
What about like, Mr. Brown, who did you hit the lotto?
Hit the lotto? My goodness. I wouldn't quit.
What would you do for a qualified book?
What would you do?
Okay, can we get the amount of money that Lily needs to deposit into this 520? P is
13,801.29.
so 0.30. Got it. All right, so basically, if Lily wants to make sure that her granddaughter has $40,000, she needs to put in just over $13,800 today, and that's it. And not touch it for 18 years. And remember, if Lily does this, right? If Lily does this, and 5 years she's like, ooh, I want some of that money back. Can she get it back? No. 529 cannot take the money back out. Once you put it in, only the child can at 18 for college
What
expenses.
if they don't go to college?
Great question.
That's the question.
Ask your financial advisor.
Wait, is that 13,000 a year, right?
No, just one time. Let's make this clear. Just 13,000 one time today. And then in 18 years, well, it's not somehow, right? This rate, basically,
I know, but like, I can say, I don't have to give, like, be putting in.
yeah, I mean, that's why, even though it requires you to budget more in terms of how much you can spend, right? We have to think about $25 a month for each kid. So I feel, okay, well, that's one less meal out.
And that's like real?
It's real. Why do you guys always think everything I do is not real? Google it. 529 plan for the state of Texas. It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Why are you here doing it?
Well, I can't help you with that. I'm just trying to let you guys know about the things for your future. Okay? I am sorry. We're going to do it this summer. We're going to start it this summer. Well, remember I told you then we're going to pick whichever kid we think has the best chance of being successful in college, and we'll pay for that one.